Welcome to another edition of the Organic Revolution. We're changing the world. This is as easy as making some coconut kefir. Today is February the 14th, 2010. Another word for today is Valentine's Day. I'm not going to be showing you how to make some delicious chocolatey raw treats for your lover. Because today we are making coconut kefir. I'll leave that to Kevin, Gianni, and some of the other crew out there who are absolutely amazing at making those perfect chocolatey raw treats. I've made them before, not so great, so I'm going to save you the pain and me the embarrassment of trying to make some raw chocolate here and concentrate on doing something else that I don't really know how it's going to turn out. This is my first time making it, and that's coconut kefir. Kefir is a fermented milk drink usually. It's been around for thousands of years. It's used mostly it came from the Middle East. So when you are culturing young Thai coconuts instead of milk, the results are going to be a little bit different, but the beneficial bacteria that grow inside the coconut and that are going to be used to culture the coconut water here provide almost the exact same benefits or even more benefits because you're not using a milk product. A lot of people are allergic to milk and milk protein, casein. The milk protein in milk is especially allergenic for a lot of people, and people that are lactose intolerant have a very difficult time digesting it. So kefir is not something to be ingested by everyone. That's why these coconuts, these young Thai coconuts, are much more beneficial than the milk because they don't have any allergic reactions to them most times. Culture that I'll be using today is a kefir culture starter by Donna Gates, and it is from the Body Ecology Diet. She strongly believes in cultured vegetables, as do I. We live in a very stressful environment today, and a lot of the things that we do, women especially, taking birth control pills, have a very negative influence on our gut culture. Stress also has a very negative influence, as well as antibiotics. This also plays a part in candida, which I have just got my blood results back, and you've seen from last episode that I am totally in the clear, as with my bowel inflammation. So now what I'm going to be doing is just helping my body again regenerate that bacteria, because having a candida overgrowth is a pretty obvious sign that my gut flora is kind of out of balance and it's a little bit weak. So this is one way to increase your gut flora. It's another way to increase your immune system and also help combat candida. And what Donna Gates in her book, The Body Ecology Diet, has shown is helping people with autism. And that's another big subject that we'll be discussing here as the weeks go by. I will definitely be dedicating an entire show to how to reverse and recover autistic children, because people are doing it today in the world, which is so important. To have these children now that are autistic and have extreme learning difficulties are being recovered within 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 years. It's just an amazing thing. One of the things that they're finding with autistic children is nearly 100% of them have a candida overgrowth. So by including fermented foods and young coconut kefir, it's an excellent way to reculture that bacteria, to bring that bacteria back into balance. So once you got the coconut cracked open, just pour it into a bowl. Pour it through a strainer here like this so it catches any debris that might have got mixed in with the water when you were cutting. So now that I have the liquid here, what I'm going to do is also make a blended coconut meat and coconut water kefir as well. So it'll be a lot thicker, almost like a yogurt. So I'm going to pour half of this into here. And I'll use this liquid with this meat, and that'll make that culture as well. So what you want to do is just take a spoon, scrape out the meat like that, and we're going to add it to the blender. So now that the coconut water here is warmed up on the stove to about 90-95 degrees, I'm going to add half of this packet here. And all this packet contains is live active bacterial cultures, which will help ferment the sugars and create a deliciously flavorful and healthful drink. So now that I have all the coconut meat scraped out of these coconuts, I've dumped it in the blender here with half the liquid, and it's time to blend. Also, one thing Donna Gates does recommend is to heat up the liquid to about 90 degrees or so. So that's about, it's warm to the touch, but definitely not hot. It's more like body temperature. So just warm it up a little bit, and so that'll help to get that culture growing a little bit faster. So one of the things here that I'm doing with the blender, I'll just hit soup and an extra 90 seconds will allow it to heat up a little bit more. So this is done blending. It's definitely a little bit warmer and so amazing. Oh man, is that ever going to be good? Take the other half of the packet, add it to the mix. And just to make sure that that packet is thoroughly stirred, just hit pulse a few times. And there we have it. So I just poured it into this jar here, and I poured the liquid into this jar here. Didn't put the caps on tight, just set this cap on, just so if there's any gas or it does expand, then it's not going to shatter the glass. And in 36 to 48 hours, we are going to have delicious fermented raw